Once upon a time, a king and a queen lived in a golden palace with their beautiful daughter. One day, the princess was sitting in her room when a very ugly ogre entered through the living room window. The moment he saw the princess, he fell deeply in love with her beauty. Without a second thought, he picked her up and took her away with him. The ogre imprisoned the princess in a very tall tower deep in the forest, a place from which escape was nearly impossible. He came to the princess and growled, "You will marry me. You have 3 days to decide. If you refuse, I will chew you up." With an evil laugh, he slammed the door shut, locked it, and left the princess all alone. Now the princess felt completely helpless. She cried and cried, thinking about her parents. One question echoed in her heart: will I ever see them again? When the king and queen discovered the princess was missing, they were heartbroken. The king immediately ordered all the royal guards to search for the princess at any cost. He also announced a big reward for whoever found her. The royal guards went out into the dark forest. After some distance, they spotted a huge tower standing in the middle of the woods. As they approached it, a massive ogre suddenly appeared, roaring in rage. Adam Boo! I will eat you and chew you raw." Terrified, the guards ran away. Days passed. Then came a day that filled the princess with dread. Tomorrow was her last day to decide. She looked out the window, thinking it might be her final sunrise. Suddenly, she saw a dragon flying across the sky. She shouted loudly, calling for help. Hearing her cries, the dragon flew straight toward the tower. As he arrived, the ogre came out roaring and screaming. A fierce battle broke out between the ogre and the dragon. After a long and intense fight, the dragon struck the ogre with a mighty blow. The ogre screamed as he flew over the mountains and crashed into a river, where he drowned. The dragon entered the tower through the window and gently said, "Don't be afraid. I've come to rescue you." He freed the princess from her prison. She took a deep breath and looked up at the sky, feeling free again, just like a bird. The dragon lifted the princess onto his back and soared through the blue skies, past mountains, caves, and deep seas, until they reached the Golden Palace. The king and queen were overjoyed to see their daughter again. They thanked the dragon with all their hearts and, as promised, gave him a bag full of gold. And so, the bravery of the dragon reunited the princess with her family, and they all lived happily ever after,